impact dari war di Iran itu sedikit positif. Up and down itu pasti ada. Hanya di kita, what are we doing now? Jadi kalau saya lihat geothermal itu bukan hanya untuk energy source, itu untuk a digital future.
I cannot imagine right now karena mungkin ini pasti this is a long project.
Well, it's 5 years.
Hai Sobat Samuel, selamat datang di podcast Samuel Sekuritas. Apa kabar Sobat Samuel? Semoga selalu dalam kondisi yang baik, sehat, dan juga bahagia pastinya ya. Senang sekali saya Maria Katarina bisa bertemu dengan Sobat Samuel dalam podcast Samuel kali ini. Seperti biasa juga bahwa di setiap podcast yang dipersembahkan oleh Samuel Sekuritas selalu mengajak berbincang para emiten-emiten, berdiskusi dan sekaligus juga mendapatkan insight tentang bagaimanakah industri di masing-masing emiten. Dan hari ini juga spesial sekali karena saya saat ini sudah bersama dengan Bapak Gerungan, Direktur PT Astrindo Nusantara Infrastruktur Tbk atau emiten dengan kode saham BIPI. Hai Pak Ray, how are you? Apa kabar Bapak?
Selamat pagi, terima kasih untuk undangan. Kami sangat appreciate untuk masuk ke podcast Samuel Sekuritas.
Yes, thank you so much. Terima kasih sudah hadir karena kita semua sudah penasaran, pengen tahu sebenarnya bisnisnya seperti apa, running bisnisnya di situasi seperti ini. Karena semenjak awal tahun, kalau kata anak-anak Gen Z, terlalu dar-der-dor Pak kehidupan dan kondisi saat ini dan industri. Apakah cukup dar-der-dor juga di industrinya PT Astrindo Nusantara Infrastruktur Tbk? Tapi sebelum ke sana, I would like to hear your point of view gitu ya tentang geopolitik tension sekarang ini seperti apa sih kalau dilihat terhadap struggle-nya bisnis khususnya di bisnisnya BIPI.
Kalau bisnis BIPI karena sekarang kita fokus di Batu Bara dan historically kita memang fokus ke infrastruktur Batu Bara. Untuk geopolitik sekarang sebetulnya impact dari war di Iran itu sedikit positif. Positif kenapa? Karena harga coal itu naik. Nah itu sangat selfish ya untuk perusahaan kita. Tapi ya impactnya di situ. Kebetulan dalam beberapa minggu ini saham kita nggak terlampau ikutin naik turun batu bara, tapi batu bara juga going up dan profit kita di at least the last couple weeks margins cukup membaik. Jadi impact ke kita it's okay. Cuman ya kalau lebih baik longer term jangan sampai begini terus.
Jangan sampai begini terus ya. Karena nanti kalau udah reda jadi kayak harus kayak gimana lagi kalau sekarang?
Up and down itu pasti ada. Hanya di kita what are we doing? Nah, what are we doing itu coba untuk lowering cost per ton. Kita sudah negosiasi ulang sama Pama Persada, who is our main contractor. Then I have to say Pama has been fantastic during this whole time. Nunggu pengeluaran approval dari pemerintah. Jadi harusnya kita produksi sekitar 5 juta ton per tahun. Tapi karena ada perubahan proses, so itu turun drastis.
Tapi itu merubah dari sisi strategi bisnis dan lain sebagainya nggak sih Pak? Karena kan itu juga termasuk one part of dar-der-dor ya, segala sesuatu yang aku tadi bilang di depan. Termasuk itu buat industri di dalam coal.
You go with the flow ya. Soalnya kalau batu bara, it's sangat regulated. Dan regulation itu bisa berubah sewaktu-waktu. Jadi emang sekarang lagi susah. Tapi mungkin ke depan kalau ini sudah final, sudah ada understanding dengan pemerintah yang baru, caranya untuk minta RKAB, ya mungkin bisa lebih less volatile. Tapi nggak akan ya seamless kayak in the other industries. Kalau kita di mining, well, there always be challenges, always. Kita harus bisa adjust.
Oke. Kalau dilihat dari sisi, tadi ada coal-nya, tapi kan ada beberapa pipeline atau diversifikasi kemudian yang dilakukan dari sisi Astrindo sendiri ya, dari sisi BIPI. Nah ini seperti apa kemudian untuk membaca situasi terus kayak make it some new strategy juga for running business ini seperti apa Pak Ray?
Oh sebetulnya ini bukan sesuatu yang reactive to the market ya. Karena mungkin dari pandemi COVID, secara perusahaan kita mau cari strategi yang di luar batu bara. Nah, kenapa kalau kita strategi emang di luar batu bara tahun 2020, kenapa beli batu bara di tahun 2023? The answer is sebetulnya kalau kita mau masuk ke renewables atau anything yang the new economy itu harus perlu wealth. Nah, cara untuk buat wealth yang short term itu sebetulnya commodities. As a former banker, memang commodities ada cycle. Jadi kalau kita beli tinggi, jual rendah, that's bad. Tapi kalau kita bisa jual dan dapat wealth dari situ, it's a good thing. Nah, kenapa itu good untuk BIPI, Astrindo, itu karena dari beli Sakari, kita dapat wealth yang cukup banyak. Waktu itu harganya Sakari hampir 500 juta. By itself.
Kayak untuk
the value.
Cash flow berarti ya?
Cash flow was over $1 billion. Something that we've never achieved before. So itu emang buka mata management untuk bigger projects. We could have our sights on something yang jauh lebih impactful. Nah, sebelum itu kita cuma cari pilot projects yang kecil-kecil. After buying Sakari, we could dream bigger, ya. Very large project, billion-dollar projects. Nah, so we shifted our focus. Apakah we could look at something more than just the usual renewables, wind, solar, hydro, biomass. What else is there? Nah, karena ada banyak tapi mahal, seperti waste energy, geothermal, hydrogen, blue ammonia. Our dreams got bigger. So that's what we've been focusing on for the past couple of years. Nah, kebetulan one of our projects is actually going on stream later this year. Itu LNG. Nah, sebelum kita bisa ke 100% green or 100% renewables, kita harus ada transition period. Apa di Indonesia yang kita bisa pakai untuk transition dari high carbon emissions ke zero emissions? Itu natural gas. Nah, kalau natural gas, untuk practicality, natural gas dipakai di Indonesia agak sulit karena harus ada infrastruktur yang sangat luas, pipelines. So beyond building billion-dollar pipelines, lebih baik kita liquefy gas dulu, LNG. Nah, start small. Kalau ini bisa then we'll go bigger. Now our first project is really small. Cuman 30 juta, I should say cuman. Maybe 5 years ago, $30 million itu gede banget.
Gede Pak.
But now it's just okay. We could afford that. So start at the micro level. Jadi project yang lagi dibangun di East Java itu sekarang cuma 2,5 mm SCAF, square cubic feet per day. Nah, yang kita lihat ya ini beli SCAF jual MMBTU, which is almost similar in terms of angka. Demand di Jawa Timur, just in our area close to Sidoarjo, itu hampir lebih dari 50 mm. Kita cuman
berapa persen dari demand berarti Pak yang disupport sama BIPI?
Yeah, that's 5%.
5%, okay.
But that's just where we are. Nah, untuk project yang lebih besar, kita mau lihat what's outside of Jawa Timur. Misalnya di Bali, Jawa Tengah. Kalau di Bali, it's more interesting. Because Bali nggak punya heavy industries. Kalau di Jawa Timur itu kebanyakan multinational companies. Or big local companies. Pabriknya gede-gede. Tapi kalau di Bali, itu lebih fokus ke hotels, restaurants, cafes. Dengan harga mungkin 2 kali lipat lebih tinggi daripada Nisin. So it's more interesting kalau kita lihat ke, and then as a, siapa nggak mau kerja di Bali ya? Apalagi orang Jakarta. Lumayan kan? So I think our staff itu kalau ada kantor di Bali, wah happy. Itu pasti happy banget.
Jadi setelah planning ini runningnya di Jawa Timur ya berarti ya Pak ya. sudah mulai dilihat juga opportunity di beberapa tempat untuk si LNG ini.
Yes.
Tapi sejauh mana kemudian ini give a good contribute to kinerja perusahaan?
Good question. Soalnya kalau lihat revenue mix ya di BP sekarang itu 99% coal atau coal related. Jelas earnings juga 99% coal based. Nah, kalau kita lihat LNG and projects yang lagi diincar sekarang. Jadi bukan hanya yang micro LNG di East Java, kita ada juga mau bikin di beberapa tempat lain di luar East Java. Target at least in 3 years itu earnings mix more than 50% non-coal.
Okay.
So the shift
more than 50% non-coal.
Yeah, from 99% sekarang. So the growth in mostly LNG, and it'll be a mix of LNG, actual LNG itself, sama LNG trading. Karena ada beberapa tempat yang mungkin kita nggak bisa deliver LNG, tapi kita bisa paper trade. So we buy it from somewhere else, deliver it there, and then kita trade off di sini. So including the paper trading, 3 years, we expect itu lebih dari 50% of our earnings, LNG. And then within 5 years, because the growth becomes not exponential, tapi not linear. Itu more than 2/3 of our earnings will be non-coal.
Oh, okay. Which is
so 5
good.
years, So we're looking to transition to away from coal. Bukan kita nggak suka coal. Itu coal penting banget untuk Indonesia.
Betul.
Untuk nyalain kayak studio ini, lampu, sekolah, harus ada energi yang affordable. Nah,
Dan
kalau
belum ada yang bisa compare to affordable. Dengan
affordability enggak,
sampai
it's not even
sekarang.
close. Coal itu perlu. And then this is better for PLN because of their balance sheet issues. Harapan kita Indonesia jangan keluar dari coal dulu. We still need it for the next 20-30 years. And we have it. Jadi nggak usah jauh-jauh, kita ada in here. But we have to move forward towards, the way I see it, cleaner air, cleaner water. Jadi I don't subscribe to climate change that we have to get rid of all fossil fuels. I think fossil fuels has a role to play. We just need to make sure it's not as dirty as it is today. So I love being outdoors. One of my favorite sports itu mountain biking. Jadi itu outdoors.
Betul.
I can't mountain bike if there's a coal-fired power plant really close in. Just sucking in all that carbon. It's not good. And so what can we do about it? Take it pace by pace, step by step.
Oke. Di antara beberapa deretan yang mungkin tadi diversifikasi, salah satunya ke LNG, kemudian ada side dari BP yang juga melihat ways to energy and another renewable energy side of another reality. Tadi kita sempat ngobrol juga soal opportunity in nuclear dan lain sebagainya gitu di Indonesia gitu ya. Tapi how about in your point of your side?
Well, kita explore everything ya. Everything's on the table. Waste to energy sebetulnya udah 3 tahun ini kami incar cukup agresif ya for waste to energy. Dan sempat menang. Ada tender di Tangerang Selatan. Tapi sejak ada proses baru, kita harus ikutin new process. Changed a lot ya. First tender kita nggak successful untuk ke Bogor. Tapi masih ada second tender di Yogyakarta.
Di Jogja, oke.
No, di Jogja masih ongoing. Tapi we'll see. Kita berubah dikit. Consortium bukan led by BP, tapi led by our Chinese partners. Now, why we like these Chinese partners? Karena mereka khusus untuk waste to energy ada teknologi yang bisa terima sampah apa aja. Kalau lihat sampah itu ada various grades. Jadi ada sampah bagus, ada sampah tidak bagus, ada sampah dry, ada sampah basah.
Betul.
Sebelum kita ikut waste energy, I didn't know. Itu sampah itu ada nilai sendiri. Tapi yang Chinese technology itu bisa ambil seluruh sampah, nggak perlu sorting dulu. Nah itu make sense for us karena sorting process itu cukup mahal ya. Ya emang ada benefit kalau mau ambil metal bisa dipakai untuk recycling untuk something else. Tapi with the Chinese tech, give us everything, we'll produce energy. So let's see kalau di Jogja itu berhasil.
Tapi yang jelas ini menjadi salah satu pilihan BIPI juga ya, waste to energy untuk memberikan contribute juga ke earning gitu kan, setelah tadi 90% in coal and then ada LNG gitu ya.
Tapi waste to energy itu mungkin longer cycle.
Okay.
So kalau LNG tahun ini pasti ada earnings, next year growing substantially, next year growing lagi. So within 3 years itu LNG bisa lihat di revenue growth. Kalau waste energy, the time to build, time to construct, time to close the financing itu perlu waktu. So we won't see anything dari dari waste energy mungkin after 3 years, tapi by 5. But even though karena kita prosesnya lain and our consortiums built differently, even if it's online, it will be relatively small contribution to earnings. Going forward after LNG, this year we are looking to invest between $10 to $40 million di geothermal.
Okay.
Nah, geothermal itu mirip banget sama oil and gas process. Karena geothermal, we don't know kalau ada heat and pressure in the ground until after kita drill. Nah, drilling process is hit or miss. You either hit, and then the 40 million yang kita invest will actually have a return, or we miss, and then we've just spent $40 million that we'll never see again. Tapi I think it's important because longer term, and this is where selective projects will determine whether management is competent or not. So if we're drilling anywhere, it's we should be fired because we're not taking care of our shareholders' trust and fiscal responsibility. Jadi kita sebelum drilling udah buat banyak sekali studies to make sure at least di bawah tanah ini ada heat, ada pressure.
Okay.
Tapi we cannot confirm until we drill. So maybe we have 90% certainty bahwa ada heat. Which is easy. Soalnya kalau dekat volcano itu pasti ada heat source. It's just, is the pressure right? And then when you drill, is ini namanya bilge, the water quality. Nah, kalau water quality itu kotor, itu susah juga. Because the filtering process makes it difficult. So hopefully, we make the right decisions where we start drilling later on this year. Nah, with the studies we've conducted so far, we have a pretty good idea. Like I said, 90% better that we've got something to work with.
Okay.
But we won't know until we know. Nah, itu.
Ini seru banget karena BIPI banyak banget projectnya yang berjalan, kemudian juga plan dalam timeline projectnya juga banyak gitu.
Yeah.
Fundraisingnya gimana Pak, pendanaannya?
Okay, before we ask 1 cent from shareholders, we are allocating itu around tahun ini around 50 juta. So from the revenues and the earnings we have so far, we're going to allocate this for new projects. So the fundraising, hopefully by the time we say go to the market for capital, we'll be able to show the market sebetulnya kita ada new revenues from our projects. So you're not funding a new ID. What you're funding is an expansion of something that works. So rather than go to the market and say, oh, please trust us, we know what we're doing, or we think we know what we're doing, we'll show you what we're doing, and then you give us more money, so we'll make it bigger. So that's the plan. I don't want to go to the market because I was an analyst before. If somebody comes to me with like a blue sky project, wow, this looks good, that looks great. I'm gonna look at them side eyes. What have you done? So I want to do something first before I ask the market for money. And with this first 50 juta, I think it's a good start. Because with this, we'll be able to be more confident in talking to the market, talking to equity shareholders, and talking to banks. This is what we want to do, and this is how we do it. So for this year, execution itu penting banget. Cara melakukan the project management.
Ya. Jadi banyak cara lah, strateginya udah disiapin lah sama Pak Re dan juga tim. Cuman ketika kita men-challenge bisnis bisa doing well atau enggak itu kan karena memang ada demand, ada market yang bisa digarapkan, Pak.
Betul.
Kalau kita lihat dari pilihan-pilihan bagaimana kemudian BIPI diversifikasi bisnisnya dan kemudian masuk ke LNG, so you talk about the WTE juga, or geothermal dan lain sebagainya. Seberapa besar sih potensi Indonesia gitu ya, market di Indonesia? How big there's a market tuh? Ya, itu bisa membuat bisnisnya growth-nya bagus juga.
Well, I think that's why there's so many blue sky projects out there. Because soalnya market di Indonesia itu gede banget. Kita kan population 4th largest in the world. Sekarang 280 jutaan orang. We have a very strong domestic economy. Very strong growth outside of the cities. Ya, kebanyakan itu agrarian, dan jangan sampai kita lose focus the agrarian economy. And the gray economy yang mungkin masih sort of under the radar. Tapi you go to like the small cities outside Jogja, Bandung, itu I don't see people suffering. Pasti ada business, ada makanan, ada and because I go out there a lot with my mountain biking, I don't do it in the big cities. So bisa go to the small rural areas, itu orangnya baik banget.
Menarik.
They're very friendly.
Kapan terakhir berarti kalau gitu, mountain apa yang udah di biking?
Oh, hampir sekali tiap 2-3 bulan I'm out there.
Wow.
And it's fun. So as an older person, I could get exercise, and older bones, older knees. It's really hard to do like the exercises I did in the past. Jadi mountain biking or any type of biking, so exhilarating for me.
Okay. Isi intermezzo ya. Aku jadi nanyain itu karena
no, it's fun. I love talking about it. You should see my Instagram page. I got a lot of that stuff.
Okay. Siap. Tapi artinya berarti Indonesia memang marketnya besar sekali ya?
Oh, sangat.
Berharap
Potential untuk Indonesia itu. Jadi kita emang mau pilih apa yang kita tahu. Jadi pasti nggak masuk ke like social infrastructure. If I had a lot of money, mungkin I'd build hospitals. Karena demand for hospitals itu sangat tinggi. But I don't know hospitals. Jadi apa yang saya know itu energy infrastructure. Seperti geothermal, for example ya. Geothermal, the best thing about geothermal is kalau udah dapat heat and pressure and build yang bagus, itu bisa berapa puluh tahun, decades of power.
Okay.
The problem with geothermal itu biasanya agak jauh dari demand
Betul.
center ya. Kalau di gunung atau apa, paling demand di situ kecil-kecil, tapi the geothermal facility itu berapa ratus megawatt. Now, one of our plans is to move the demand center to the geothermal. Now, what's a big thing that Indonesia needs going forward? Itu, I think, technology, security over our digital assets. Mungkin belum, it's not so popular now because when you look at digital security, people think, okay, it's in the cloud, somebody's doing something about it. Tapi untuk 10-20 tahun kemana, we cannot depend on the cloud in Canada or dependent on the cloud in China. We need the cloud in Indonesia. Now, we plan to do itu build hyperscale data centers next to the geothermal facility. Why hyperscale? Because yes, it's important to have digital security for the sovereign government. But at the same point, we need to have compute power di Indonesia. Compute maksudnya kalau kita lihat data center hari ini, itu kebanyakan untuk storage. So storage, we need it and all that, but the rentals for storage is not that great.
Betul.
So mungkin bisa lihat Data Center Indonesia, listed company. The valuations are great, but the earnings potential is limited. So if I build a very large data center di atas 20 megawatt compute power, itu bisa attract hyperscalers or large language modules. So AI, Amazon, Microsoft, they could bring more of their compute power to Indonesia. And if they do that, they'll pay a premium for access to this market with that type of compute power. Jadi kalau saya lihat geothermal itu bukan hanya untuk energy source, itu untuk a digital future. So geothermal, data center harus next to each other, and then we could supply the leftover energy to the local areas. Jadi nggak perlu bangun infrastructure untuk electric distribution, dan itu juga mahal kan? Because we're so far away from the demand centers. So one of the big things for us is and knock on wood, if we build the geothermal, we're going to have the data center next to it. And it has to be really big.
Biaya sebesar apa ya? I cannot imagine right now, karena mungkin ini pasti, this is a long project.
Well, it's 5 years. So the good thing, if the geothermal is there, and we start building the geothermal, as soon as we start building that, we'll build the data center.
Iya.
So I can't say we'll build a data center today, tapi kalau geothermal sudah bangun, data center pasti dibangun.
Iya. Itu kayak multiplier effect business.
Absolutely.
Masuk ke sana. Tapi regulasinya support ya? Regulasi pemerintah kita.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Regulation.
This is for sovereign security as well. Jadi, I think from a government support perspective, I don't see any issues with this. Yeah, of course, the technology needs to be super strong. But that will come later. Once we start tendering the data center, we'll have to come with safeguards.
Oke, kalau sekarang misalnya ditanyakan, BIPI ini positioningnya gimana sih? Comparisons to another business yang serupa gitu ya. Maksudnya bisnis tuh di BIPI tuh gimana? BIPI ini positioningnya, what is your positioning?
Yeah, sebetulnya I've been asked this question by many investors. What's your comparison? Right? Who do you compare yourselves to? Untuk energy infrastructure sebetulnya nggak ada, tapi untuk mining itu banyak. So with the mining, there's a lot of comparisons. Cuman kita kan setengah-setengah. Energy infrastructure, coal mining. Ke depan has nothing to do with either. So I see it kalau kita mau compare, kita lebih baik lawan benchmarks.
Okay.
Misalnya benchmark untuk industri mining in general atau untuk infrastructure. Jadi ada benchmark, bisa ambil earnings kita and then do a weighted average. So this part will be based against coal mining, this part will be based against infrastructure. Ke depan, sebetulnya as a former equity analyst, this is exciting for me. Jadi if we weight average every business, kita pasti dapat different weightings, different valuations for each business. Nah, every business kita going in, itu sebetulnya ada valuation increase. Coal mining is the lowest because it's so commodity based. Yeah, you could be negative. But on average, coal mining in across the globe itu, or mining across the globe, itu valuation EBITDA sekitar 3 sampai 5 times.
Okay.
Average, very low. If we look at infrastructure, maybe slightly higher, 4 sampai 6, 7, 8. Not too much. But LNG, globally, outside of sort of Indonesia, itu 12 sampai 18. So there's a step up in valuation. Same amount of dollars, tapi it's worth 12 times more, 18 times more. Yeah. And then we move to geothermal. So that jumps from 12 to 18 to maybe 15 to 20. Pure geothermal. Data centers.
Yeah.
That goes crazy. I mean, don't look at DCI. DCI itu berapa ratus times. Because their earnings are so low. But globally, globally data centers itu 20 sampai 40. So if I'm looking from us today, whether we're at 5 times, 6 times with the same amount of earnings but a different mix, we could be trading at 20 times on average. So I see this as not only beneficial untuk kita sebagai perusahaan yang harus jadi relevant di masa depan. Ini is like a valuation improvement every time we do a new business. So every time we invest in something, itu harus ada potential valuation yang lebih tinggi dari existing valuation.
Kan itu exposure juga buat yang beli saham ya Pak. That's
yeah. So for all you equity shareholders out there, if you buy today, you're basically buying at early entry valuations.
Yeah.
So you can't beat early entry valuations.
Langsung dikasih note ya nih sama Pak Rek. Pak Rek, tapi ke depan nih ya, mungkin ngelihat potensi dari bisnisnya, kemudian juga exposure ya mungkin untuk para pemegang saham dan lain sebagainya. Seperti apa sih kemudian BIPI hadir untuk bukan hanya sebagai pilihan, tetapi memang sebagai ya itu tadi perusahaan yang memang ada futures target ya. Kalau misalnya kita bicara mengenai target tahun ini di 2026 itu seperti apa? Ini BIPI menamai ini tahun agresif kah, tahun moderat kah, atau tahun apa? What you name it this year?
Kebetulan, I mean it works very well untuk kita karena local banks itu sangat flush dengan capital. Liquidity di Indonesia itu sangat tinggi. Kebetulan kita perlu cash for aggressive expansion. Nah, if we don't take advantage of it now, belum tentu tahun depan atau 2 tahun lagi ada. So kebetulan the market itu siap untuk danain expansion kami. So we have to give the market a reason to support us. So with this, I think we're in a strong position untuk sort of match the needs of the bank. So if you look at the big banks, Mandiri, BNI, BRI, mereka lagi cari projects yang betul-betul bagus for them.
Okay.
And then the bigger the project, the better for them. So a lot of money. So for us, it would be a new asset for them. Yeah. So grow their loan book at the same time, improve their asset mix. So they don't only focus on the easy stuff, kayak consumer.
Yeah.
That's easy to fund, right? Social infrastructure, easy to fund. Nah, coba work a little bit harder to do some of the commodity stuff. Itu emang nggak gampang for risk management because commodity by nature itu fluctuations and the volatility sangat tinggi. So as a risk manager, though, let's wait. Let's see what something else is before we do something like that. Jadi aku mau give them a level of comfort where if they invest in us, we could mitigate those risks. How do we mitigate it? Well, because of this. We've already got, for example, LNG. We're already producing something. So you mitigate new project risk because we've already done it. We're just making it bigger.
Okay.
For something like geothermal, we're not going to even ask them for money. So I know itu harus equity first.
Equity first, okay.
Yeah, we can't talk to the banks about drilling for geothermal. But one of the other projects I didn't mention is that we're looking at upstream gas.
Upstream gas.
So it's nice to have EMP as a potential partner to supply us gas, but we also want to be able to supply sendiri. We're looking at one project. We're actually looking at a couple projects yang bisa secure gas for us. So if we're able to do that, then we could accelerate the LNG build out much faster. Because then if we get the upstream gas, we'll build an LNG facility next to them.
Oh, wow. Karena ada juga LNG kan runningnya tahun ini ya berarti ya. Runningnya tahun ini.
And then I don't want to go something that's completely new.
Okay.
I don't want to buy a greenfield gas concession. This gas has to have already something either the infrastructure or udah pernah jalan sebelumnya. But they just need a little bit of equity or a little bit of something that'll turn them around. So that's what I'm focusing on. I don't want to start a brand new concession somewhere and then start drilling and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. Jadi kalau bisa, we're taking over some type of existing asset that already has gas, proven gas.
Proven gas.
So that makes more sense for us.
Oh, oke. Wow, ini sangat-sangat menarik. Nah, kalau kita lihat dari sisi for the next ya, misalnya kayak jangka panjangnya BIPI ini melihat apalagi selain tadi mungkin banyak ya soal waste to energy, soal geothermal, kayaknya banyak dimension soal bagaimana ini akan dijalankan gitu sebagai project-projectnya BIPI gitu ya. Tapi seperti apa sih nanti over 5 years atau 10 years gitu BIPI akan kayak lebih long gitu ya, akan seperti apa ini emiten BIPI gitu yang mungkin dikenal masyarakat baru saat ini gitu ya, melihat opportunity-nya sebesar apa juga sebagai side of investment juga nih Pak.
Yeah. Because after 5 years, we actually have a plan. Kayak mungkin Soeharto dulu ada Repelita.
Ada Repelita
1, 2, 3, 4. So our Repelita kedua, 5 to 10 years, itu obviously expand geothermal the data centers. But at the same time, soalnya kalau lihat our energy platform, itu sangat kondusif untuk masuk ke hydrogen. Not today. Soalnya hydrogen today itu mahal banget. Kalau hydrogen sudah masuk ke $1 1 kilogram, it makes sense. Kilo. Itu baru make sense as a energy source.
Yeah.
Because right now it's anywhere dari $5 sampai $10 per kilo just to make hydrogen. So today doesn't make sense, but the trend is moving cheaper. Nah, ultimately, I think if the globe wants to go green, 100% green, we have to figure out hydrogen.
Okay.
Hydrogen has zero emissions. Emissions is water. And the most element in the universe is hydrogen. So it's everywhere.
Okay.
If we could tap into that energy source, we're set. There's no need to discuss anything anymore about energy, whatever. We'll just use hydrogen. But I don't know when that's going to be. But in 10 years, we should have a platform that allows us to invest in hydrogen. So maybe our green sky is in that direction. Tapi sebelum hydrogen, because we've got LNG and we've got potentially the platform for liquefying LNG.
Yeah.
We also might be able to do platforms to use existing gases and liquids. For example, ammonia. We could use ammonia from upstream gas, or we could get oxygen from upstream gas. Now, the ammonia is the vehicle nanti untuk deliver hydrogen. But ammonia right now, because it comes from natural gas, it's seen as a carbon. Carbon element. But there are ways to take the carbon out of ammonia to make it blue. Now, blue ammonia today, though, mostly, I guess, Korea and Japan use it, and they use it as a premium. So if you're able to extract the carbon, you could sell it at a premium to these markets. And hopefully, in 20 years, Indonesia will be one of those markets, or even Singapore. Because Singapore is moving heavily towards a gas infrastructure. So if we could tap into ammonia, blue ammonia, and the good thing about Indonesia, sebetulnya we have a lot of places to store carbon.
Iya.
Salah satu di Aceh. Any massive gas field, if we could re-inject the carbon down into the old gas reservoirs, we could be filling carbon there for the next 100 years. So the CCUS technology, carbon capture, utilization, and storage for Indonesia could be a big industry in maybe 10 years. So we're looking in that direction. Right now, it's agak susah because of the cost.
Yeah.
Tapi in 10 years, when people are realizing we could actually carbon capture the various carbons in petrochemicals, we're probably amongst the best countries in the world suited to store carbon. Jadi kalau mau lihat 10 tahun lagi, okay, keep that thought open.
Betul. Kayaknya kita ngasih perspektifnya bukan cuma ngelihat BP 5 tahun lagi mau punya apa, 10 tahun lagi aja udah kebayang gitu ya. Plan projectnya dari sekarang udah kebayang gitu. Jadi mungkin bisa dibayangkan ya Sobat Samuel ya seperti apa BP hari ini dan for the 5 or 10 years next gitu ya akan seperti apa. Nah, this is for the last questions, closing statements mungkin apa mungkin yang bisa Sobat Samuel lihat lebih dekat, nears to see the BP as an emiten juga sebagai public company juga yang ada di Indonesia gitu ya, public listed company juga di Indonesia seperti apa?
Well, I think the story for us itu emang kita changing, and itu change bukan karena sesuatu yang keharusan, karena misalnya one story that we had to learn was banks don't like coal. Waktu kita beli Sakari, a bank that was with Sakari for more than 10 years, Standard Chartered, asked us to close all our accounts. It's just reality. Aku nggak salahin Standard Chartered. Emang their shareholders don't want coal.
Yeah.
So, and that's the brutal reality untuk the markets today. Anything to do with any type of hydrocarbons, greenhouse gases, itu no-go. But as an Indonesian, aku juga nggak mau turn my back on something yang ada di tanah kita. So there has to be a way to manage this process where we can take advantage of our existing resources and also transition to something that is better for our grandchildren. Because I think it's grandchildren, it's not going to be children. Like even for my position, in 10 years, pasti aku nggak di sini. There has to be the next layer of management yang succession follow along this path. So maybe some of your, because I came from the capital markets world.
Yeah.
Maybe one of your viewers will step into my role and then take the torch going forward. But it's got to be along the way where we're just moving in this direction where we're not forgetting where we've been, tapi at the same time, understand the need of where we need to go. So if we need to go cleaner, greener, that's what we have to do. Tapi be cognizant of what got us here and what Indonesia as a country still needs to operate. So I think if there's something that people would mungkin remember from this is that BP is moving in that direction, tapi we don't want to forget our past.
Wow. Pare, terima kasih banyak. I'm so happy to talking with BP from you. Talking to BP. Dan senang banget bisa ngobrol sama BP melalui Pare karena memang begitu komprehensif sekali penjelasannya. Kemudian juga kita sebagai awam, kemudian masyarakat secara lebih luas ini melihat bagaimana bisnis yang dijalankan ini betul-betul relevan di kondisi saat ini, kemudian juga planningnya juga besar karena sourcesnya juga Indonesia punya banyak dan cukup bisa digarap luar biasa, dan feedbacknya adalah karena salah satu public listed company ya bisa dilihat nanti di harga sahamnya seperti biasa kan kalau investor kan ke situ lari.
Pasti
larinya ke situ ya. Sekali lagi terima kasih banyak.
Thank you very much.
Ngobrol bareng dengan Sobat Samuel. Dan gimana Sobat Samuel ya, pastinya makin kenal juga dengan BP, dengan saham BP, strategi bisnisnya bagaimana. Kemudian juga sebagai pengingat ya bahwa pembahasan di podcast ini informatif saja sifatnya, bukan merupakan ajakan membeli menjual efek tertentu. Karena keputusan investasi pastinya tetap ada di tangannya Sobat Samuel semua ya. Ini disclaimer on. Tidak ada ajakan membeli, mengkoleksi gitu ya saham-saham tertentu. Dan jangan lupa juga untuk percayakan portofolio investasi Anda bersama dengan Star by Samuel Sekuritas Indonesia. Bisa langsung di-download, caranya download saja di App Store, Google Play. Ini juga bisa langsung download di sana. Di App Gallery juga ada begitu ya. Dan pastikan Anda join bersama dengan Star by Samuel Sekuritas. So, terima kasih banyak. Saya Maria Katarina pamit undur diri. Sampai jumpa di episode berikutnya dengan obrolan yang lebih seru lagi dengan emiten-emiten yang luar biasa yang ada di Indonesia. Thank you so much. Jangan lupa untuk follow dan juga subscribe channel YouTube ini. Once again, terima kasih banyak. Maria dan juga Pak Ray pamit. Say bye.